once again to your foremost transportation program on television, the Lagos Transportation Agenda. This is a show where we highlight current trends, current events, and also explore the topical issues of the day in the world of transportation. My name is Austin Iyan, and today it's my pleasure to introduce my co-presenter on the show, Ms. Oiza Yusuf. Oiza, give a shout out to her.
Hello and welcome to Lagos Transportation Agenda. It's a pleasure to be here with Mr. Austin Iyan. Thank you for welcoming me.
All right. On the show today, we will be looking at the activities, projects, and projections of the Lagos State Drivers Institute, also known as LASDRI. Since its inception in 2007 and the beginning of its operations in 2009, LASDRI has been the arrowhead of the Lagos State government's plans, projects, to make sure that our roads are safe by making sure instituting a safer driving culture for the safety of residents and visitors in Lagos State. To discuss the activities of LASDRI, past, present, and even future, we have on the show today the General Manager of LASDRI, Mrs. AFUSAT TIAMIYU. Welcome to the show, madam.
Thank you very much. Thanks for having me. You're welcome.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
When the Lagos Transportation Agenda returns after this time out, Oiza and I will be engaging Mrs. TIAMIYU on the issues. Please stay with us.
Great economies are built on good transportation network. This is why Lagos State Government through LAMATA has been working tirelessly to enhance the state's transport infrastructure and implement the Strategic Transport Master Plan (STMP) for Lagos and create a world-class transport network for the metropolis. The STMP would deliver 6 rail lines, 1 monorail, 14 BRT routes, 26 water transport routes, 3 cable car routes, and several road interventions to promote the integration of the transport modes. When all these projects are completed, there will be lower emission, leading to better health for all, lower road crashes, better quality of life, and faster economic growth. With the BRT already running in some corridors, jetties being upgraded, and rail line from Okokomaiko to CMS coming on board soon, life of Lagosians in the face of Lagos is changing every day. A healthier and more prosperous Lagos is in the making, and LAMATA is driving it. LAMATA, keeping Lagos moving.
Welcome back to the Lagos Transportation Agenda. And as I said in my intro, we have today the delectable General Manager of LASDRI, the Lagos State Drivers Institute, Mrs. AFUSAT TIAMIYU. We know you went on a break some time ago, and I'm sure you returned, you're well rested, and you returned with greater energy for the task ahead. So how does it feel to be back? More importantly, you've been a general manager here for the past 3 years or so, almost 3 years. What would you say have been the highlights of your tenure at LASDRI so far?
Thank you very much. I feel great and highly excited to be back in office. My 3 years of being a general manager has been so successful, if I may say, because we have been able to achieve a lot. We have been able to do a lot of new things, innovation, to make the institute continue to grow. First of all, is before we are operating in only 5 centers in Lagos State, which is Tam Ibile.
Okay.
But now we have been able to expand. We now have 6 more annexes to make it 11. The reason is that we want people to get our services at their doorsteps, so that people will not say it's because of bottleneck around our center that is not making them to come and be part of what we're doing. Safety is a collective responsibility. And as the name implies, LASDRI, we are agency under Ministry of Transportation. Our main duty is to bring drivers, especially professional drivers, to classroom every year to train them, to retrain them, and to recertify them, so that we're having a sane drivers, calm environment, safe driving, especially in Lagos State. Apart from that, you can see the last time you came here, you know how our offices look.
Yes.
We have been able to at least do a kind of renovation. We renovated our headquarters and some of our centers. Apart from that, you know our governor is a very sensitive person that has the love of every citizen in Lagos State in mind. With the approval of Mr. Governor, we have been able to acquire some equipment that we are using, that we are deploying to make driving safe on Lagos Road. Like our centers, all the required equipment like seatbelt convincer, simulators. Even governor has even gone to the extent of approving for us that we need to consult a long driving range that we can be taking drive apart from the theory or small practical session we are doing in this institute here. He has given us opportunity to go and take people on practicals. So with that project is ongoing. By the time we complete that project, that will be able to make it open to Lagosians so that they can go there on their time to go and do more on their driving. If you look at the way people drive on Lagos Road, at times you just be like, what is happening? How will they even get behind the wheel? Because but I believe with them coming to LASDRI to increase their driving skills and knowledge, everything about crashes we reduce. We are not able to even remove it completely. I believe we can reduce it.
Okay. Let's talk about some of the challenges you face on the job, especially the ones that you have been able to successfully overcome and the ones you're currently battling with. Let's talk about them. How have you been finding your ways around them?
Thank you. You know, initially, Lagos State Drivers was established for us to take professional drivers alone. I mean those that are earning their living through driving profession, which involve my own private driver, company drivers, majorly commercial, I mean yellow buses drivers. But in the last 3 years, I've been finding it difficult to bring majority of them to the classroom for training. I mean yellow bus drivers, because they are the majority of them they are earning their living. Our LASDRI is not meant for private driver. Private driver can come and learn to come and add to what they knew, but those that they set up the institute for, they are commercially inclined driver. But it has been a very serious situation, but I believe we are going to get to the root of it. I'm not sitting down. We have been doing consultation, visiting their offices, because I believe we are able to get that category of drivers to classroom. What we are going to be experiencing on Lagos Road will be very, very better than what we are experiencing presently. So that's my major problem. All other people that are commercially inclined, they are coming, like commercial, like company drivers, government driver. But the problem is the one I mentioned, which is yellow buses drivers. Supposed to be major part of driver we should be training here. But I don't know. I believe we are going to get there.
All right. So at present, how many drivers do you have at the time? I mean, like on a daily basis or weekly or
no, I said earlier that we have 5 centers and 6 harnesses. Averagely, we're supposed to be training 75 per center.
Oh, at what period? What?
The money resume in the morning like 9.
No, I mean on a weekly basis, on a daily basis.
On a daily basis, we're supposed to be training 75 driver in a center or harness. Yes, but what we are experiencing now is a low turnout. The only area where we are having at least 60 is at Ikeja Center.
Which is
then yes, Ikeja Center should be here. The Ojodubaga now like 40. But we are not relenting. We believe with a lot of visitation, advocacy, public enlightenment, because people don't really, maybe they don't really understand what we're doing. But we now believe that if we continue to educate them both at media, electronic and print media, we'll be able to actually key into what LASDRI stands for.
Within the center, what are your training methods? How do you really train?
One, we have 3 windows of training in the institute. Okay. The first window is what we call mandatory professional drivers training course. The second one, we will call it rehabilitation program for traffic offenders. Then the third one is structured training program. Like the mandatory is like it's not for free. But when we started, it was just 500 naira per driver. We now find out that people, they are not putting value. So government just increases to just 2,000 naira per driver. If you look at the cost of money that we are used to even produce the card, it's even more than 2,000. So it's highly subsidized by Lagos State, just for the people to know that they have to need, that training is a continuous, that they need to come and add more to what they had, because safety of life is not something anybody can joke with.
True.
So then we normally take them through interactive session. Those are the method. You know, majority of them are drivers. They are well versed in the issue of driving, but there are some specific things that they need to know, like we use audiovisual equipment. Apart from talking to them one-on-one, we show them video of events where this thing happen, for them not to follow the same way. And then at times we allow them to even tell us about their experiences. Like, okay, you have been driving for how long? What are your experiences? What did you know? Have you got involved in any accident before? So more of interactive session through use of audiovisual, and we at times we give them tests. Okay. Because there is no way you can say you are imparting knowledge without asking for measure. So all those things are what we, at the end of the training, we issue them what we call certificate of completion if it is structured training program. But if it is a mandatory program, we issue them the certification card. Because the law that set up LASDRI says, if you are driving for a living on Lagos Road, you need to pass through LASDRI once in a year towards updating your skill. After which we issue them that LASDRI card. And the law even permits LASMA and VIS to demand for it from drivers on the road. So at the end of the day, we issue them that for mandatory. If it is a rehabilitation course, which is maybe you are considered by LASMA or VIS for contravening, for any infraction, when they send them, we take them to classroom for 2 days. So after the 2 days, we give them the letter of release that will tell them that please go and sin no more. After taking them through classroom section, we let them know their duties as a driver to themselves, to the vehicle they are driving, to the driving environment. That you cannot just be on the road and misbehaving as if you are landlord of. No. Safety is paramount. It's germane. We need to. You can't just be up. Even at times you see people, despite all our effort, they will still be picking calls behind the wheel. What is the problem? Where are we getting it wrong? So what the advocacy we are preaching here is, let's get things right. Come to LASDRI as a professional. Even if you are not handling your living through driving profession, as a private person, you can come voluntarily. The office is opened. So you come, we train you, we take you on road signs and pavement marking. Some people like this commercial driver that I'm talking about, they just didn't pass through recognized driving schools. The law says you want to learn how to drive, go through a driving school. Let them take you from the scratch before you graduate. But some of them, they graduated from being a conductor to driver. So, and you know, Lagos State government, they are very passionate about life and property. So what they will tell us, take them back. If you might be driving for 10 or 20, you still need to learn more, because learning is a continuous thing. So we continue to take them. After taking them on their responsibility on their roadside, we take them right of way. Who has right of way? At junction, at roundabout, all those things. It's usually a one-on-one issue. It's not a bus There's no, it's classroom interaction that will allow them to contribute to whatever we are doing.
When the Lagos Transportation Agenda returns after this time out, we will engage Mrs. AFUSAT TIAMIYU, the GM of LASDRI, further on the activities of our organization. Please stay with us.
Great economies are built on good transportation network. This is why Lagos State Government through LAMATA has been working tirelessly to enhance the state's transport infrastructure and implement the Strategic Transport Master Plan (STMP) for Lagos and create a world-class transport network for the metropolis. The STMP would deliver 6 rail lines, 1 monorail, 14 BRT routes, 26 water transport routes, 3 cable car routes, and several road intervention to promote the integration of the transport modes. When all these projects are completed, there will be lower emission, leading to better health for all, lower road crashes, better quality of life, and faster economic growth. With the BRT already running in some corridors, jetties being upgraded, and rail line from Okokomaiko to CMS coming on board soon, life of Lagosians in the face of Lagos is changing every day. A healthier and more prosperous Lagos is in the making, and LAMATA is driving it. LAMATA, keeping Lagos moving.
Hello and welcome back to the Lagos Transportation Agenda, and we still have with us in the studio the General Manager of the Lagos State Drivers Institute, Mrs. AFUSAT TIAMIYU. And I was about saying before we went on the break, what would you say have been the notable achievements of LASDRI since its inception in 2007?
Thank you very much. You know, our core mandate is to train, retrain, and certify drivers for safety. During my own tenure in the last 3 years, we have achieved so much. As I speak, we have trained like a 215,455 drivers.
Oh, wow, impressive.
215,455 drivers. So it's a huge achievement compared to what they normally do before I came in. So we don't go beyond the scope. What the law says, our hours is training, and we continue to train. So it's a huge success. We have been able to train more than it used to be.
So we have more knowledgeable drivers in our society.
Yes.
All right, madam. Just before I go to the next question I have, I just wanted to take you up on something you said before the break. You talk about issuing people, the drivers who pass through institute cards and so on. So are you saying that every commercial driver that is flying Lagos Road has that? So
should have the card.
They should. What the law says that they should come to the institute once in a year towards updating their driving skills and knowledge.
So what about those?
It's a problem. It's a problem that we are trying to solve.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. Of course, transportation is like a Lagos state, at least, it's an ecosystem. It involves all manner of interrelationship, interconnection. So the Lagos State Drivers Institute in particular, what kind of support, what kind of cooperation are you getting from other agencies? So you mentioned LASDRI. I'm sure there's a very close relationship between your organization and LASDRI. What other organizations do you have this synergy with? And how has it really helped the work of LASDRI?
Thank you very much. Let me start from our ministry, Ministry of Transportation. All our policies, everything concerning institute, they are the one in charge. So they have been helping us to achieve a lot. Like last month, I said earlier that the law says if you committed traffic offense on Lagos Road, after dealing with last month issue, you still need to come back to LASDRI for rehabilitation course. So in that area, there's a lot of a synergy. Likewise, VIS. And apart from that, like Ministry of Training and Establishment, they have been assisting us to get school bus drivers to be part of our training people. Then lately we have 9 posts, which is Nigeria Postal Services. In collaboration with them, we have been able to train like 5,000 dispatch riders. So not about Lagos State alone, we are even expanding our scope to federal government.
What about private sector? What collaborations are you having with them?
Like recently, we have a company, we call them caregivers company. So we have been working to bring mosque driver, churches drivers to the institute. So it's a lot of collaboration, not only with government agency, with other private sector organizations too.
So, Mrs. Tiamiyu, you talked about your challenges as well as your achievements over the years, and especially during your own tenure. Are you hopeful that in the short term and even in the long term, we are going to have a much better, driving culture on our roads going forward?
Thank you very much. As I said, it's possible, it's doable. It will involve a lot of energy, strategizing, rejiggling, learning on land and relearn. I believe with all these things, if you relent, you might not be able to get something done. But if you continue, Yorùbá máa ní pé lálágbẹ̀dẹ bá ń lurin, ó ní nǹkan tó fẹ́ achieve, ẹ má bínú. So what I'm saying is if you continue to improve on our strategy, I believe we are going to get it right, driving wise in Lagos State.
Especially in the case of the commercial, the yellow bus drivers.
Meanwhile, my bosses at the end of affair in the Ministry of Transportation too, they are helping me in their own way to just make sure that these people get themselves down to classroom. If you are able to train like 5,000 of these commercial drivers, everything about driving Lagos State will change. I have that in mind.
Yes, because they are the larger percentage.
They are. So we are not relenting. My commissioner, Dr. Fidike Oladende, is there. The permanent secretary, the commissioner, my SA, we have discussed, and they told me that I should come. At their own level there, they are going to assist me to make sure that all these people, they come to the institute for training. And I still want to say a lot about Mr. Governor. What we have been able to achieve now, it wouldn't have been possible if not for his 100% support. Anytime we put up submission on getting things to improve this place, we always append his signature. So I want to appreciate Mr. Governor for what he has been doing for this institute. His effort is what makes us get to the level we are now. We are still going to do more.
Well said, man. Thank you so much.
We look forward to more from the Lagos State Drivers Institute.
Thank you very much.
And from the government in general. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir.
How busy you are. Every time we ask for your intervention on this program, you always answer us. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir.
And thank you too for being with us on the Lagos Transportation Agenda, and on behalf of Oiza Yusuf.
Yes, thank you for joining us. My name is Oiza Yusuf.
And on behalf of the crew of the Lagos Transportation Agenda, this is Austin Ian saying join us next week at this time in this channel for yet another interesting discussion on the show. Until then, take care, keep safe. God bless. Bye-bye.